Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Catalina Treats Gluten-Free Kitchen. I'm here tonight with In the Kitchen with Karen and talking about her big 5,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Karen. How does it feel?
Um, Kind of surreal, but it
Yeah,
feels good.
I bet it does.
hmm
That's so great. You've been on since 2020, right? You started
Yeah,
in,
it'll
in
be
2020?
2 years next month. So
That's
almost two
awesome.
years.
And you
Yeah.
have over 350 videos.
hmm I do. That's a lot of
And
videos.
that's a lot of videos and 362 views on all your videos. I think that that's amazing.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, I wish the views were a little higher, but I'm happy with it.
I think it's really great.
Especially like my early videos, they weren't so good. So I don't have as many views on those, but that's how it goes.
I think I I'm just amazed at how much you can put out there. I'm amazed at
Well,
how
but that's
many
but
how
that's because
consistent you are.
I don't spend a lot of time making a video. I hear other channels are like, I can only put out one video a week because it takes me too long to do everything. Well, it doesn't for me. And I mean, but that probably shows in my videos too. I'm not the best editor. I know I'm not the best at camera angles or anything like that. I just make the video and try to make it look as the food look as good as possible. But I don't spend 8 hours making a video from start to finish. I mean, from start to finish, my average I would say is like 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours.
Wow. And that includes cooking the food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
But now, see, I am my own one-woman show. I don't have anybody helping me. Like the first year, my husband, Chris, he did all the shooting, the editing, everything. But then he couldn't do it anymore because of his work schedule. So, oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I forgot to silence my phone.
That's okay.
Move. So, yeah, he couldn't do it anymore. So I was almost gonna I was actually gonna quit my channel because I didn't know anything about editing. I didn't know one thing about filming. I was like, I'll never be able to learn this. I'm too technically challenged. But then I was like, well, I'm just gonna try to do my best. So I did. I didn't give
Good.
up, which I usually give up on things. Like if I don't know how to do them, I just throw in the towel. I'm like, I'm done with this. But I was just like, no, I don't want to give up because I'm having so much fun. So I just I just went on YouTube and looked up some videos about how to edit on my iPhone and all that kind of stuff, and I just figured it out. There's still tons of stuff I don't know how to do, but the basic stuff I can do.
So you're editing on your phone?
I edit everything on my phone.
That's one thing that I have to have a mouse. I have to have a
Mhm.
PC and a mouse to
Yeah,
be
it
able to
took me
edit
a
stuff.
while to get used to it, but now that I've done it, it's actually it's easier to me just doing everything on my phone.
Cool. So are you recording your voice as you're cooking, or do you go back and record your voice on
I
the
almost always do a voiceover.
Nice. I
Mhm.
find that if I try to do while I'm cooking, I just like something
Love it
messes up.
up. I tried to do that too, and I kept trying to do so many takes because I would not say the right words that I
Yeah.
wanted to say. I'm like, oh, forget that.
Let's go to the chat here. Bill says you're on. Hello.
Hi, Bill.
Stay
Oh,
positive,
it's
says
my
Lovely
friend
Lady.
Jacqueline.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Yeah, she's like a huge supporter of my channel. I love her.
That's great. Cool. And Miss Sonia Elaine is here. Hi,
Hey,
lady. Hey,
Sonia.
Sonia. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Thank you guys
Yeah,
for being here.
thank you for being here.
So we have some hard-hitting, in-depth Barbara Walter style questions for you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Most of your videos are like less than 10 ingredients, 30-minute.
Yeah, that's sort of my philosophy of my channel. I try to keep it under 10 ingredients. Sometimes I go over a few, but those are usually just like spices. They're not like main ingredients. And then I always try to keep my recipes pretty quick and simple.
And you went to 2 different culinary schools, right?
I did. Yeah,
And
I went to the Personal Chef Institute in San Diego, and then I also took classes at the CIA, the Culinary Institute of America in St. Helena, California.
What was like the greatest thing that you took away from both of those different schools?
Oh my gosh, the greatest thing. Just I just learned a lot of stuff. Like before that, I was just pretty basic cook. Like I didn't really, know a lot of stuff. But they teach you a lot of good knowledgeable things that you can do with your cooking. So
Did you find like different ways to blend flavors, or
yeah,
like
I did that. Plus, I learned different like cooking techniques, like how to make certain sauces, or more technical stuff, which I had no idea how to do. So that was really helpful.
Yeah, that's one thing that I've always been curious about. Like if I did go to a culinary school, what would I learn? Because I can get along with most stuff, but I'm wondering
Right.
what is it that I'm missing out on?
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. And they teach you like how to cut like a trim like piece of meat properly, or cut a
Yeah.
chicken or stuff like that I didn't know how to do. And
Yeah.
I'm still technically not very good at it, but I passed. So they do grade you on that stuff.
Paulette,
Oh,
hi.
it's my friend Paulette. Hi,
Hi,
Paulette.
Paulette. Thanks for joining us. So, in addition to the 30-minute meals and the cocktails, what else would you like to feature on your channel? What have you not done yet that you would like to bring up?
I want to do more like restaurant reviews and go to wineries and do reviews like that. But it's just finding the time to go out there and do it. And especially with the pandemic, like they were all kind of like the wineries were closed down. But now that everything's opened up again, I can go to different places and film. So I want to do more like, traveling, more like vlog type stuff. And then also I kind of want to focus like more on like some recipes that are keto friendly, because a lot of people say, oh, I only eat low carb, and a lot of my recipes are not low carb. And also a lot of people like your channel, they can't have gluten. So I kind of want to, make some recipes that are gluten free, and just have like playlists of like keto recipes, gluten free recipes, so people have like a big choice of what they could watch.
Yeah, that's really good. I can do some stuff with like almond flour to make things keto, but it's not the same, and most of the flour blends that I'm using to replace regular flour are rice blends. So that takes it not keto. I can't. Sonia Elaine says, I would love to see vlogs. Yes.
Yeah, and whenever we do little trips or places, everyone's like, oh, do more of those. So I really need to start doing more of those.
Yeah, and they're so fun. It's so fun to do.
Yeah, and because I like to see other people's vlogs too, where they're like visiting somewhere or doing something, because it makes you feel like you get to go on a little trip yourself.
Yeah, Miss Sonia Lane has posted a few of those too.
Yes.
Where she's gone the cherry blossoms.
Yeah, really exactly. Stuff like that. And we have this fantastic area where I live in town here. We have tons of like fruit orchards where you can pick your own fruit, and we have a fabulous farmers market. But every time I go and try on a Saturday to film the farmers market, there's so many people. I can't get up and film the stuff because it's just impossible. So like I can't do that. So, but I would like to maybe go to like a peach orchard or something and like show how people are picking the fruit and stuff. That would be kind of fun.
We've got one here that I wrote a story for, but I need to go and film it. I've been wanting to do that when it's a little bit cooler and when their apples are in season. But we have a lot of wineries here, and you should come over and we'll go to wineries, because I know nothing about wine.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah, there's we actually down in southeastern Arizona, there are a lot of wineries and like a lot of nut farms, pecans, pistachios, and
wow. And you wouldn't think that in Arizona, right?
Yeah, just desert.
That's what you think, yeah. Well, no, because I have been to Arizona. Like I love Sedona. That's like my favorite place. Yeah, I mean, I love that place.
Stay Positive says, I love coming along on your vlogs.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
they're
you.
really fun. I was watching your Costco vlog and living vicariously through you because we don't have a Costco here. So I was
Oh my
like,
gosh. I think my husband would die if we didn't have a Costco. He's like addicted to Costco.
I
He
think it
loves
is true though. Like for me, I would go in for like, a $2 item and spend 200.
Well, that's the thing. He gets this flyer like at the Costco connection that shows you everything on sale. So he's like, okay, we're just gonna go get these couple things. Then we never leave it without spending like $300. They know they do that. They get you inside, and then you see this and this and this. It's like a Disneyland for adults.
Yes. You know what I love there so much are their flower arrangements. They're
Yes.
so beautiful.
Aren't they? And they're very reasonably priced. I know a lot of people who use their flowers for their wedding, like to do weddings, because
Nice.
they're such good quality and they're like so reasonable.
Yeah. I was very surprised to see that, that particular thing in a big store like
Yeah,
that.
they have great flowers for sure. And they also have plants. They have like a whole section of like lemon trees and all these different kinds of bushes and flowers. It's amazing. Like a lemon tree is $19. I wanted to buy a lemon tree, but Chris said no. But you can buy a lemon tree for $19. It's crazy.
What if you get scurvy? Then what?
I know. Rude. He's like, just buy the lemons at the store.
And I love like their huge cinnamon rolls too, but
oh yeah, their bakery stuff is out of this world.
Yeah, it's really good. So you make cocktails also. Did you learn a lot about cocktails in culinary school? Was that
no, I learned that just working in restaurants for like 15 years. I did bartending and just learned it that way.
So what's your favorite drink?
Well, funny you should mention it. I just made one so I could show you. A lemon drop.
Oh, nice. I've never had one of those, but it sounds really good.
Oh, they're so good. And it's 3 ingredients, so you can't mess it up.
Sorry, my throat. I was talking to a girl that owns a bar here in town, and she was saying that she makes a margarita with pomegranate tequila. Have you had that before?
No, I haven't, but I know there's a lot of new flavored tequilas coming out right now because my job, I sell wine and alcohol for my job, and I was just demoing some grapefruit tequila and what was the other one? Jalapeno cucumber tequila last week. Wow. And they were good.
Those would make some very interesting recipes.
Right? For sure.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, I get to try a lot of different kinds of alcohol because of my job. So, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know hardly anything about wine or different alcohol either. Does Costco charge a membership?
They do. I believe it's $50 a year.
Oh, is it that now?
That's good. I think it used to be $35, but then they like upped it a little bit.
I thought it was like $100, so that's not.
Well, bad. I think there's different levels. I think like the basic one is 50, but then we have the business one, which is like $100 a year, where I think you get cash back at the end of the year if you buy so much stuff. You get like a rebate check, which we always qualify for. So.
Nice.
Yeah, we usually get like a $200 check. So,
I'm not sure how to say the name. Do you know how to say the name?
Buhay Pinoy Official. It looks like.
Very good. Hello, thank you for joining us. And we got Stay Positive said lemon drop. Do you like that one too? Stay Positive. Is that one of your favorites? I lived in New Mexico for about 10 years, and like the best thing was chicken chimichanga and strawberry margarita.
Yeah. I love strawberry margaritas. I also like mango margaritas.
I've never had one of those either.
Those are delicious. Those are really good.
So you talk about wanting to get a Ninja ice cream maker.
Yeah, I really want to get one of those Ninja creamy. Do you know what they are, right?
I've seen them just a little bit, but I know that they can do several different things.
Yeah, they can make sorbet, mixed frozen drinks, ice cream, of course, and it can make soft serve as well as regular ice cream. So it does everything. And I think they had it on sale at Costco, and I really wanted to get it, but I haven't gotten it yet.
Would they make like slushy drinks then?
I think they would. Yes. Yes, they definitely would. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So what would your first drink be? Would it be a margarita or a daiquiri or a Mai Tai?
I think it would probably be like a strawberry daiquiri.
Strawberry daiquiri.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love those.
And let's see. Miss Sonia Lane says, I have seen the ads for the Ninja and want one
she
too.
Wants one too. Yeah.
So
yeah, my friend has a channel, and she just bought one, and she did like a review on it, and it looked really neat. I mean, it looks easy to operate too. It doesn't like have too many things that you have to do, because I'm not technically good at a lot of different, gadgets and instructions. So it looks simple to do.
Cool. Do you have any of the other Ninja lines of products?
I have the Ninja air fryer, the Ninja, just like that little blender that they have.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kind of a small,
like a bullet kind of thing.
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
And you seem to use the air fryer quite a bit.
Yeah, I do use the air fryer a lot because it gets so hot here. Like you don't want to like heat up the kitchen with a big oven. So I use my air fryer pretty much every day.
What's your favorite thing to make in that?
Oh my gosh. We make a lot of chicken for ourselves and for the dogs, because our dogs are very picky eaters. They don't eat regular dog food. I make their dog food.
Nice.
So I cook a lot of chicken, and it cooks it really fast in there.
Cool.
But it makes really good, like, crispy things. Like if you just want to make asparagus or broccoli, it does a really good job of cooking it and making it like a little crispy. It's really good.
I have convection to my oven, but I don't have an air fryer.
Yeah. Well, I have a double convection oven, a brand new one, and I hardly ever use it. I feel bad. But actually the air fryer is much quicker, and it doesn't require like to be heated up very long. And it's probably 35 to 40% quicker than your regular oven.
A guy that I interviewed in Texas said that he had sweet tea marinated chicken. Have you ever had that?
Nope.
Doesn't that sound good?
Interesting. I'd try it. I love marinating chicken in all kinds of different stuff, so I would definitely try it.
Yes, it sounds really, really good.
Yeah.
So, is there one particular video that you would like to make again because you love the food so much and you want to like reproduce the video, or is there any like one favorite?
I wouldn't say I have a favorite, honestly. I mean, most of them I just, did it, and however it turned out, that's how it turned out. I mean, I'm sure if I went back and I really looked at all my videos, I'd be like, oh gosh, I could have done a better job. I totally would like to refilm that, but I don't think I would feel like going through the whole process again and filming practically the same thing.
There's some things that I've made that like I want to put a little bit different spices or something in it.
After it's done, I'm like, oh, if I would have only added a little bit of this or a little bit of that, Yeah. But it is what it is.
So what is garlic in a tube? You talk about that a lot on your videos.
I do. It's like the best invention ever. Because don't get me wrong, I like fresh garlic, but I don't like them. It like makes your hands smell, and like everything smells in the kitchen. And so you just buy this garlic in a tube, and it lasts for like a month in your refrigerator, and you just squeeze out as much as you want, and it's like super convenient.
So it's just like pressed garlic.
It's crushed garlic, fresh garlic.
So it's better than what's in a jar, because what's in a jar is like canned.
Yes, it's better than what's in a jar, because that is more, it doesn't have the same fresh taste to me, because the kind I get is in the produce section, like it's refrigerated. And sometimes you get the garlic in a jar and it's just like on the shelf. Yeah. And to me, it doesn't taste the same. I like the other kind.
Have you tried like the other herbs and stuff that are in a tube?
Yes, like I have. I definitely have. I've tried a lot of them. Yeah.
Do you recommend them?
Yeah. And it's almost like more cost effective to buy the herbs in the tube, because you know how when you buy a bunch of cilantro or something, like you end up using only half of it, and like 3 days later it's all brown and slimy and you have to throw it away.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these last a long time in your refrigerator because I don't think the air gets to it because it's in the, the plastic tube. So.
Yes. Chopping cilantros is one of my most difficult things in my life.
It's hard to chop
Not
cilantro. Something about the leaves of cilantro is hard to chop.
Yeah.
It
Parsley
is.
fine, but not cilantro.
Yeah,
I can't do
I
that.
know, exactly.
Paulette says, I
Oh,
like making
you can
hard-boiled
do
eggs in my
things in
air
my air
fryer
fryer.
versus stovetop.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yes, you can definitely do that. Yeah.
Stay positive says Karen made me take air fryer. Finally, now I love cooking with it. Cool.
Yeah, I kept getting on people about the air fryers that were still in the box.
Yeah.
Like, how are you going to know you don't like it if you don't take it out of the box? But you know how it is when you get a new appliance or something, like you're scared to take it out because like you don't know like what you're doing and you're like, I'll just wait till next week. And then next week becomes next month. And then you're like 6 months later, you're like, I guess I should really use my air fryer.
One reason I haven't gotten it is because my house was built in the 1970s and the cabinets are so low. Like there weren't so many small appliances like that, so you didn't have to put anything underneath your cabinets.
That is so true.
I'd have to line them all up on my breakfast bar. So I haven't gotten that yet. But
yeah, I never thought about that. That is
Yeah.
interesting. I could totally see that.
They seem to be really great, and I'd love to see all the things that you make.
Yeah, I mean, they work really, really well.
So Paulette says, stay positive, hope it works out for you. Those tubes are lifesavers, love them.
So she uses them too. Yeah.
Oh, snip cilantro. Yeah, I've seen that before, and I forget about that.
I forget that too. I see so many people using the kitchen shears for everything, and I always forget that.
Yeah, and I do have a pair of kitchen shears that stay in the kitchen. I used to not have that.
Right.
Watching a video. Hi, Tom. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Tom.
Yes, that's a really good thing to try to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So last night with Tom, we were talking about places to go out to eat, and you were saying that you like Nations.
I do like Nations. Yeah, their burgers are good. But if we go out to eat, we generally always go to this little local Mexican spot, like down not too far from us. And they have really authentic Mexican food for really cheap. But it's like a sit-down restaurant. It's not like fast food. But like both of us can eat there for like $20. I mean, it's
nice.
Yeah, and it's authentic too. It's really, really good. They make the best bean dip. It's so good. We're like addicted to it.
We have a few really good Mexican food restaurants here that the food is so fresh and really nice.
I like those type of places versus like a chain Mexican restaurant or, because they don't taste as authentic,
And we have one restaurant that delivers right to our door now.
Well, you cannot beat that.
For a small town, it's nice to have a good delivery.
Absolutely.
So, yes. Yeah. So
but honestly, we don't go out to eat very much because whenever we do, we always just get disappointed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, either the service isn't good or one of us doesn't like what we got. I'm not the type of person that likes to send things back and complain. I'll just like eat it. But I'm like, oh, we're not coming here again.
Yeah. That's one thing that we're lucky about. The restaurants that are here are pretty consistent. They're pretty consistent with both the service and the food. So
that's good.
That's good.
Yeah, we don't have that many good restaurants where we live.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that's what Tom was saying. Yeah, good Mexican food. I'll have to try that place, Tom, when when you're near your area.
Yeah, that's so. I saw on one of your videos that you don't want to cook durian. Is that right? Was that?
Yeah. Well, you don't actually cook it. It's a fruit. You eat it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but the smell of it is unbelievably bad, and the consistency is. Well, I haven't tasted it, but just from what I've heard, it's a very bad consistency, and I would never eat it.
I wonder what people do make out of it then. If
I know. I don't know if they make dishes with it, if they just eat it plain like watermelon, or I'm not really sure. But yeah, I'm not gonna find out.
I saw something in grocery store that I don't usually go to that was like a big pear, but it was like fuzzy green on the outside. Is that a jackfruit or is that?
Yeah. Well, it
That
could be. It could be. Yeah. Was it
okay.
pretty big, like this big?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about like
Yeah.
that.
It was probably a jackfruit.
Now I have to
Those are
go back
good.
and get
Those are
one.
yummy. Those are good.
I've never tried that. So I was so intrigued that it was there because we don't
Mhm.
get a lot of like specialty kind of stuff in
We
our
have a
area.
lot. Well, living close to San Francisco, we have like a lot of Asian markets here in the area. So like they have all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Like if
Yeah.
you need a certain, lemongrass or some unusual thing that you couldn't find in a regular grocery store, they'll have all that stuff.
So is there anything else that you don't want to cook with?
Well, you'll never see me make liver on my channel.
That's what Tom said too last night. Yeah.
Oh, did he? Oh, I missed that part.
He said he wouldn't cook. He doesn't like to cook with organ meat. So
no, nothing like that. No.
Yeah. And he said
I just remember having to eat it. Yeah. Yes. I just remember my mom fixing it when we were little, and she used to make us sit there and eat it. And oh God, I just have like nightmares from that. So
yeah, I don't know that I've ever had liver before. I don't know.
No matter how you cook it, it still tastes bad.
And it's the consistency too, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's something that you like your go-to dish that you cook if you don't have a lot of time to cook or don't have a lot of like a new recipe that you want to try?
We do a lot of grilling, honestly. If it's not raining, we'll grill outside.
Nice.
So yeah, like we'll cook like a tri-tip or a bunch of chicken or a big steak, and then like we'll just make a big salad to go with it because Chris is diabetic, so we have to like keep like the carbs low. So that's like a good option that we can do. So,
do you have an electric or a propane grill?
We have propane and a charcoal one. So depending on what he feels like using, he'll use one or the other.
What do you think you end up using the most?
Oh, the gas grill by far.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so quick. It just heats right up.
Do you grill vegetables?
Oh yeah, we do, definitely. Yeah. I've been grilling zucchini because I have so much zucchini from my garden.
Love grilled zucchini.
Yeah, and you know what else is really good is grilled eggplant. If you've never had that, that's really good.
I don't think I've ever had it grilled, but I have had broccoli grilled, and then I've had grilled pineapple.
Oh, I love grilled pineapple. It is so good.
Very, very tasty.
Yes, and you can make like dessert out of it. Just put some ice cream and
Mm-hmm. Yes. Sure. So Watch Me Video says grilled eggplant is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So do you add like a marinara sauce on top of it or anything else?
Sometimes, yeah. Or else I'll marinate it in like olive oil and balsamic vinegar and some Italian seasoning and just have it that way.
It sounds really yummy.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So are you able to, you say that there's like farmers markets and stuff like that you go to that you want to film. Do you often go to buy your ingredients?
Yeah, we probably have 10 or 20 fruit and vegetable stands within 15 minutes of me. So I'm lucky. I buy a lot of stuff at the vegetable stands. Yeah.
That's so nice. We have one thing that's sold here consistently, and that's green chili.
Right? Yes, exactly.
That's pretty much it. We do have some locally grown apples and different peaches and every now and then, but consistently we can get green chili.
Yeah. Well, our town is a farming town, so they grow so many different kinds of fruits and vegetables. So
nice.
Mm-hmm. It is nice.
So Tom says my students do a grilled pineapple iced tea.
Wow, that sounds super refreshing.
That sounds really good.
I love fruity iced teas. I think they're so yummy. Like peach iced tea or raspberry iced tea. I love those kinds.
Mango is one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love anything mango.
We have a really good Hawaiian restaurant here as well.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of special to have that in.
You wouldn't guess that you would.
Yeah. And they make some good different smoothie drinks and stuff like that. But, and miso chicken and katsu chicken. Those two are
Oh
really
yes, Chris loves katsu chicken and pork. You know, those he loves those.
So is he helping you out at all still on the editing, or
No, I
he
do
doesn't do
everything
any of it at
myself.
all?
Nope, I do everything myself.
Does he suggest recipes for you?
Yeah, sometimes he'll be like, "Oh, you should make this or that." So yeah, he does. Mhm.
Yeah. What's
Mhm.
his favorite thing that you've made?
Um, he really likes when I make katsu. He could probably eat that twice a week.
Yeah.
He's Japanese, so he kind of
Oh,
grew up
okay.
on that. So he
Nice.
loves sushi, but I don't usually make sushi. We usually
No,
just go out to sushi because it's so time consuming. You
I've
know.
never made sushi. I've only had it a couple of times in my life because
Mm.
we actually do have a tiny, like a little sushi truck kind of thing here, but
Mm. Mhm.
I've never tried it from
Yeah, we
here.
probably have sushi once a week. We love sushi.
Is there anything that you bake like that you would make ahead of time to have to eat for several days at a time?
Um, well, I think more so in the wintertime, like I would bake like a big thing of beef stew or like a crock pot of something. But in the summer, I don't really do a lot of do ahead things.
Hmm.
I just don't for some reason.
But you pretty much cook every day, you think?
I'd say I cook 5 days a week and we go out twice a week.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to cook ahead, especially because I teach classes at the local college twice a
Oh,
week, and
yeah.
so 2 nights a week, and
Mhm.
so I try to cook where we have something to cover those nights,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
trying to be more innovative on that kind of stuff. But
I know sometimes you run out of ideas,
yeah,
It's like, what can I make to ahead of time?
yeah,
And like a lot of things that I could make ahead of time, Chris can't have. Like,
mm,
like a pasta dish or something that would macaroni and cheese, something that would reheat really well, but he can't have that. So like I have to think out of the box.
yeah. And that was one of the greatest things when we found the gluten-free
Hmm.
noodles and stuff that really
Yeah,
changed the way that we could eat again because Bill's gluten-free.
right.
So let's see, Spanish slots.
Oh, it's Spanglish Schlots. Yeah.
Spanglish slots. Okay, yes.
Yeah. Hi there. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
She's
thanks for
really sweet.
joining us. I know the feeling. I feel like Solo 2 just finished filming a few minutes ago. That's good. Yeah. It's it's not always easy to film by yourself, but I think that it's kind of good to have that vision of exactly what you want and what you want the finished product to
True,
be.
true. Yeah, because a lot of times, well, before when we would both film, sometimes we would get in little spats, like, like, no, do it this way. No, I'm trying to do it this way. So it's almost easier if I just do it myself.
Yes, Bill and I went through that when we were filming some of the videos that we did for the collaborations, and I was trying to get him to say a line
Yep.
specifically right, and he's like, "No, it
Yeah.
shouldn't be that way."
Right. Or else it was hard because, like, we would always film on his days off, and like that's the last thing he wanted to do is make a cooking video on his day off, and then he'd be all grumpy.
Well, Bill, what's
Myself.
that?
So I was like, I'm kind of glad I just do it myself.
Bill loves to eat the things that I make, so he doesn't
Yeah,
mind if I'm filming if he gets to eat the finished product.
exactly.
Congratulations on the subscribers. Yes, she's at 5,000 subscribers. That's
Yeah, thank you,
that's so
Bill.
amazing. I'm so glad for you.
Oh, well, when I look at YouTube and I see all the cooking channels, I'm just a tiny water droplet in a big pond. But for me, I'm just happy about it because all I ever wanted to do with my channel is just keep growing up little by little. As long as you're making progress, right? I mean, sometimes it just takes other people longer than others to get there, but as long as you're going in the right direction, then.
I think that you are making really great progress, and you must be providing people with a service because people are referring you to other people.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's got to be how your channel's growing so much too, is because other people are seeing the value of of the lessons that you're teaching.
And also, it's weird how YouTube sometimes pushes out certain videos that you have. And, you'll just get thousands and thousands and thousands of views. And you're like, well, why did that one work? But then the other ones weren't as successful, you
Mhm.
know? which I've given up trying to find out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the weirdest thing, isn't
Because
it?
I make them all the same way. They're all just like amateur hour. I just use my phone and do my thing. And, okay, well, why did that one get 23,000 views and the other one got 250?
Do you do anything different with your
wording
tag keywords or anything?
I use TubeBuddy, so I just do the words that are popped that say to use. And I always aim for 75% SEO score, which they say if you get 75% or above, that's good. So that's all I try to do.
Very good.
Yeah.
Cool.
But then also I realized that if you make a recipe that's not popular on YouTube, where there's not a search for it, it could be the best recipe in the world. It's not going to get any views because people aren't searching for it.
Yeah.
Only the people that are your subscribers are going to watch it. So I learned that the hard way. Like, so now before I make a video, I at least try to make sure I'll get a little bit of something from doing it. So,
yeah,
that's
good. That's good. See, Stay Positive says Chris has the best job. He gets to sample all the time. Yeah.
He does.
That's good. And Bill says, yep.
and he's lucky too. Yeah.
Yes. And Spanglish Lot says felicidades.
Gracias, amiga.
Yeah. So have you been able to connect with people all over the world through this?
Oh, yes.
Isn't that the best? I love that so much.
The best people you never would think that. Oh, sorry, one of my dogs. I told you. I warned you.
It wants to be on camera.
The smallest one too. She has the biggest bark. She literally weighs 2.5 pounds, and she can bark like a 50-pound dog. I don't understand it. But.
Yep.
But Chris is getting her, so she's not going to bark anymore.
Yes, mine is in the other room with Bill. So.
Yeah. Well, Chris wasn't here. He just got back from the gym, so I was alone with the 3 dogs. So.
You were outnumbered.
Yeah, I was for sure.
So, what is your favorite, like different countries and stuff that you've connected with? Have you done a lot of collaborations with people from other countries?
Well, I just did that collaboration about Filipino food. So that was super fun. I'd never made Filipino food in my life. And I learned so many different recipes. It was really fun. And everyone was so nice.
It's amazing how
and that's how we met. And that's how we met as collaborations. I think that's like the best way to meet people.
Yeah. It is. I think it's just great. And I've connected with so many people from all over the world. And I just think it's fabulous. It's just opened up my world a lot,
Definitely. Yeah. I know. I try to think, gosh, what was life like before I did YouTube?
I know, because right?
I didn't even know like 3/4 of the people I know.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I wish that I could find some other people like that were right in my area. I'd like to think. I think that you can connect with a few people right around.
I can. I've met 3 or 4 YouTubers, and we've met for lunch or dinner and hung out, and it's been so nice.
Nice. Yeah, that's another thing about cooking from food from different countries is just changing a few little
ingredients that you would normally not use, and because like a chicken dish, you make it always probably 4 or 5 different ways, right? And that's what you're used to. But then you watch how to make the Filipino chicken, you're like, oh, that sounds really good. I'm going to do that,
Yeah. Yeah. I connected with a girl in Australia and I made chocolate crackle and using the puffed rice.
Yeah,
and that was so fun.
I remember that.
Yeah, and then I've made a few other recipes with puffed rice, and so that was like a really nice addition to what I have.
Yeah,
so
super fun.
Let's see. Watch me video. 5,000 subscribers is an amazing milestone. Yes, it is. It certainly is. My favorite Filipino dish to cook is
kare kare. Yes, someone made that on our collaboration, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that either. So tell us what it was.
Yeah, what is that, Tom? I can't remember. Oh, my friend Tracy. Hey, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Thanks for stopping in.
Us. Very cool. Yeah, maybe he'll respond and tell us what that
Yeah.
particular dish is.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of my questions that I like to ask people is, if you could cook for anyone, past or present, in the world, who would you want to cook for?
Yeah. Like Tom said yesterday, that's a hard one.
It is a hard one. I don't even know how I would answer it.
I know. But I mean, honestly, like my icon mentor, the reason I even got interested with cooking is Julia Child. So I think it would be my dream to like cook with her, but not maybe for her, because that would be like so much pressure. But just to like be in the kitchen cooking alongside of her, and like I could be her sous chef, that would be like a dream come true.
That would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be really, really
And
cool.
I actually got to see her right before she passed away. So that was amazing.
What made you love her so much? What was your
Well, because I watched her on Saturday mornings by the time I was like 8 years old. Like instead of watching cartoons, I watched the cooking shows.
Yeah.
And all my friends would make fun of me. They're like, "Why aren't you watching Scooby Doo or whatever?" I'm like, "No, I have to watch Julia, or I have to watch the Galloping Gourmet, or whoever was on." I always loved cooking shows.
Nice.
Yeah, and the same with cookbooks. When I was in school, like when we got to check out books from the library, I would only get cookbooks. And I would just take them home at night and like read them in my room for the hours, I'd be like, "Oh, wow, look at that recipe. Look, I'm going to try that." And that's how I just fell in love with it.
Do you have a favorite cookbook?
Oh my gosh, a favorite cookbook. It's probably Cook's Illustrated Best Recipes.
They'd make some really
Oh
fantastic.
my gosh, because they test each recipe like a dozen times to make sure it's perfect. And everything I've ever made out of there is spot on.
Nice. I think that
the biscuit recipe is perfect. Yeah.
I was thinking that that's where my macaroni one came from, but it's not. It was from Farmer's Cookbook.
Yeah, the Farmer's Cookbook is great too.
Yeah.
And at one point, I had a very, very large cookbook collection, but after I moved, one of the times I sold them like 85% of them, and I kind of miss them. I kind of wish I hadn't, but.
Do you have the gold medal cookbook?
The gold medal cookbook?
Yeah, from their century. Their 100.
I have very few cookbooks now, maybe 20 cookbooks. Like I said, I got rid of like hundreds of them.
It's a beautiful cookbook. It's so well put together. Really, some really great recipes. But I think the Joy of Cooking cookbook is like one of those that I can't do without. Like it has so many instructions and so many.
And actually, I have my mom's Betty Crocker cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot beat the recipes in there either.
That's right. If whatever you need, you can go to that one.
Yep. Yeah, she doesn't cook very much anymore, so she gave it to me, and it was so interesting because it's so tattered from all the pages that she used. And like there's like little notes that she wrote down and like pieces of scrap paper all throughout the book. So I was like reading it the other day. I'm like, "Oh my God, I remember when she made this, or I remember when she made that," so.
Yeah. It's the pecan pie recipe that it's all messed up on mine, because that's probably the one that I use the most.
Oh yeah, you get it all sticky with the corn syrup. That's when you know a recipe's really good, is when you can hardly read the notes or the writing, because there's so much like stuff on there.
Yes. Let's see. Back to the chat. Watch me video. Julie Child started her career at 57, so she's proof that you're never too old to start something great. That's true. That's very true.
Absolutely.
Molly. Hi, Molly.
Hey, it's Molly. Hi, Molly.
Movie Julia, but could not watch after one show since it is on HBO.
Yes, I have. Yes, I've seen it.
I've never seen it, but I've from what I remember, it was really, really well done. Karen, I would look at Dollhouse
magazines. Yeah. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah.
I watch Bugs Bunny cartoons. Let's see. I grew up cooking.
Joy of Cooking. Yeah. Cookbook. You can't beat that cookbook. There's some great recipes in it.
Just anything that's edible, they have instructions on how to cook it in that cookbook.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
See, Molly, mine I can't do without is my mom's Betty Crocker.
Yep. Yeah, I was just saying that, Molly. That's like a go-to for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom and grandma had the Betty Crocker ones.
Mm-hmm.
Do you subscribe to any cooking magazines?
Yeah. Bon Appetit, Cooking Light, I think. And one other one. Because you know how sometimes they have those magazine sales and they're so cheap. They end up being like $1 or like $12 for a whole year. So
Is there
yeah.
anyone that you would recommend for anyone?
Not necessarily. I mean, I think they all have, different good recipes, and some of them I would never make, just
Yeah.
like just like any other thing. But I
Yeah.
think the Cooking Light one does have a lot of healthy restaurant recipes in it. So that's a good one.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Cool. Okay, let's see. Stay Positive says, I love finding cookbooks at Costco and Sam's Club.
Yes, because have such a good price.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's another thing. They always have a
They
really
don't
good
charge
extra
what
cook.
the actual price is. They have their own price.
Cool. I've seen a lot of them, like they always have bestsellers, but I didn't know that they had a good selection of cookbooks.
They
So
do.
that's
They
good.
definitely do. Mm-hmm.
Watch me video. My first cookbook was the Better Homes and Gardens Junior Cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Molly
So
says,
many good.
remember, I'm Betty. That's right. You are
That's
Betty.
right. Molly is Betty.
Food Network cooking magazines.
Mm.
I haven't seen Food Network.
Yeah, Food Network. Yeah, they have some great magazines. Yeah.
So do you watch Food Network a lot?
I used to watch it all the time, but I rarely watch TV now because I'm busy with my YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
like answering comments or editing a video, or when we do watch TV, we watch Netflix or
Mm-hmm.
like HBO, because we don't watch regular TV shows.
Yeah. Yeah. What was your favorite show when you were watching Food Network?
That is a good question.
I love Chopped because I just
Yes,
love their
Chopped.
amazing ingredients. Things that I had never heard of before.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that because you just said that, but that is my favorite show. It really was, because I'd be like, oh, because it makes you think, what would you make if you had those ingredients? And I'd be like, why did they make that when they could have made this?
Yeah.
But then you're not under that pressure. You're not the one that has the 30 minutes to make a whole meal. So.
But just incredibly inventive people. Just they make some of the most amazing things.
No, it's a lot of pressure. I don't think I could do it.
Well, I think it's a lot of pressure for the cooks, but I also think it's a lot of pressure for the people that have to taste those things, because some things I wouldn't want to.
Because sometimes they wouldn't cook the chicken enough or whatever, and they're like, I can't eat this, it's raw.
Yeah. Have you ever watched the cartoon? It's like an adult cartoon, like The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Have you seen the cookbook that they have for all the different hamburger recipes?
No, I haven't.
Because on the chalkboard they always have a different burger recipes. So yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't even think of one, but like with fennel or
right.
some kind of strange ingredient.
The things that you can make with hamburger are just infinite. I mean, there's so many recipes for hamburgers.
Yes. Yeah. The bruschetta about it burger. Like all these weird kinds of things.
I love it. That's great.
See. Watch me cook, watch me videos.
And I'm working on my own channel yet.
Yep. That's good.
I know.
Karen, you're liking your community now.
Oh.
She
remembered the leg lamp. Oh, that's funny. Yes, we like it here a lot. It's so quiet, and our neighbors are so nice, and there's so many activities you can do, although we don't do it hardly any of them because we don't have time, but it's really a nice place. So
it seems like it would be so great.
It is. And I like it because it's, not that we lived in a dangerous neighborhood before, but I like that it's gated and you don't have to worry about people just randomly walking by your house,
Yeah.
So it's nice. We love it.
That's really good. I'm glad.
It's funny though, because sometimes we feel, well, we are pretty much the youngest people that live here. So when we're at the pool or something, they're like, oh, are your parents here? Or like, we're like, We're like, no, we live here.
That's funny.
Because everyone is like at least in their like 60s or 70s, and so it's kind of funny.
That's cool. It says my friend Benson was on Chopped and he won. That would be so cool. I would love to do for my channel, I would love to do like a recipe exchange where somebody gives me a recipe to do, but I'd also love it if they just give me like ingredients and then
I've seen channels. You know who did that was Jerry Ellen, Cooking with Neighbors. Do you know Jerry Ellen?
I don't know if I do. I'll write that down.
Yeah, Jerry Ellen, Cooking with Neighbors. She did that with another channel a couple different times, and that was fun.
Well, I'm thinking about like if somebody would give me the ingredients and then not tell me what the recipe is and then come on live and tell me like what steps to do.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be great.
And see if I can actually make the recipe.
That would be so fun. I love it.
And let's see. I can never be a vegetarian. I have tried it. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, just as long as you eat like nuts and seeds and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was vegetarian for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years.
Were you really?
But then I started like getting anemia, and then my doctor's like, do you eat meat? I'm like, no. She's like, you need to start eating meat. So I was just like, then I started eating chicken and fish, and then now I just eat all meat, Yeah. I mean, all kinds of meat, but
yeah. There are a lot of good nutrients in meat too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just talking to somebody about elk, that she's going to give me some elk to try, and that there's a lot of good vitamins in elk. So
yeah. Yes, Molly, that's right.
She'll not feel old for a super long time. Are your parents here? I think that's really funny. And Molly says, I can be one for a while, but then I need a hamburger.
Yeah, it's just like your teeth crave a hamburger.
A temporary vegetarian.
Yeah. I mean, there's some good veggie burgers out there, but they'll never compete with like a real hamburger. It's just not the same thing.
It's not. And I think that's something like with gluten-free and those kinds of things. We need to not try to duplicate what's already out there. We need to just come up with new stuff,
Right.
That's just its own good thing.
Although, I did try that Impossible burger, and it's very close to ground beef. It's pretty close.
The texture is, yeah.
But it made me sick. I ate one time and I was like,
I got one.
Because what I read? It's got so much fat in it.
Oh, really?
Each burger has like 36 grams of fat or something. And I don't think my stomach was used to eating all that fat, and it was not happy.
Well, I shared it with a friend of mine, and it was like I had assaulted him. Don't ever make me eat anything like that ever again.
Oh, really? He hated it that bad, huh?
He hated it real bad.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Let's see. Do not cook elk well done.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like venison. You don't want to cook it well done.
Do you want it undercooked?
You want it medium to medium rare. Medium rare is optimal, but nothing over medium, or it's going to be tough as a nail.
Okay. Yeah, and they're asking me what I want, because they have steaks or they have ground or they have strips and stuff, and I'm not really sure exactly what I want to try. So
yeah,
any suggestions on that would be great.
Yeah,
great on the burger.
Yeah.
Heard those Impossible burgers are way more unhealthy than a real burger.
They are.
Yeah,
they definitely are.
Especially if you have any allergies to soy or anything. If you hear a lot of soy. Rare to medium.
Yeah. Medium rare, I think, is perfect. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really not even sure what I would like to make it into.
Well, I definitely would. I think I would want some ground and some steak. That way you can make different things. Okay. There's so many things you can do with the ground one, like chili and spaghetti and, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, chili might be a good thing to start out with.
Yeah.
I do not eat fried food anymore, though.
I don't much either. That's why I love my air fryer so much, because it tastes like fried food. Like if I'll deep fry something, and then it makes my stomach hurt. So, but if I use the air fryer, it doesn't.
Well, Molly, I'm like you are with burgers. every now and then I just need French fries. Like I need them.
Right? But French fries work really good in the air fryer.
Yeah.
They do.
And I don't mind like the baked fries, you know, like
Yeah.
those turn out pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Try the back strap on the elk. Okay.
I've heard that, Tom. I've heard that that's a good part of the elk.
Is that more tender, Tom? If you could tell me that, that would be good.
I think it is. I think it's kind of maybe like the tenderloin of the cow or something, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Surf and turf is always good. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite, I mean, like my favorite seafood is lobster. Like if I could eat lobster 4 days a week, I would.
Yeah, mine too.
I love it. But I also love crab, so kind of tied.
We have a restaurant here that makes really, really good fish tacos. They're so good.
I love fish tacos. I get those a lot at the Mexican place that we go to.
Being in inland in Arizona, I don't get a lot of seafood stuff, but just every now and then we'll get some. Yeah. I love my air fryer. Thanks to Karen.
Oh yeah, that was another one I pushed to get an air fryer.
Miss Sonia Lane, my stomach is the same. I can't handle much fried food anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like when you get older, your stomach changes and it can't do all that fried stuff anymore. At least mine can't.
I don't make a lot of fried stuff, but just every now and then I just want French fries.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
I think Sonia, she has more than one air fryer.
Yeah. What are you guys' favorite brands of air fryer? Which ones do you like the most? You and Sonia actually convinced me to get an air fryer. That's good.
I mean, I think they're all pretty good. I have I have the Ninja one, but then I also have this other one. I can't remember the name of it. Cause like one of them I have is like a basket style where you pull the thing out like a basket. And then the other one I have is like a toaster oven style where it's got the racks. Racks. So I have both. So
I think that I found one that's like a Cuisinart that's that kind of style. That's like a toaster oven style.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that maybe would fit in my kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. It runs across the back of the elk. If it's cooked rare, it's beautiful. Serve it with blackberry or blueberry.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yum. I think Tom needs to cook it for us so we can all try it.
Yes. I love good sushi.
Oh, me too, Molly.
I haven't had a lot of it, but what I have had, I do like. So, Karen, I actually got an air fryer because of you. That's really funny. That's really cool. Oh, how many air fryer recipes do you think you have?
You know, maybe 20. Not a whole lot, but quite a few.
That's pretty good.
Cool. Yeah, but I definitely want to make more because like 2 of my most popular videos are air fryer videos. So I think people are looking for air fryer recipes. So I'm going to keep making them.
Do you do a lot of desserts?
I used to make a lot more, but as lately I haven't been making as many just because we're trying not to eat bad food. And it's like so tempting when,
Yeah.
But like tomorrow I'm going to be filming, or Friday I'm going to be making like a buttermilk limoncello pound cake. I mean, but I'm making that for like an occasion. I'm not just making it to make it. Like I'm taking it to a party. So otherwise, if it was just here, we'd like eat the whole thing in like 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Have you ever tried like sauteed apples or peaches or anything like that in the air fryer?
No, I have not. I was gonna say I did pineapple, but no, I don't think I have. That was just the grill. But I bet it would work fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I love my New Wave
air fryer. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
I've seen those. Those look pretty cool too. Mine is a Go USA, which is
yeah, I love Molly's because it's turquoise. When she first got it, I was like, that is the coolest oven ever.
I think there's a ton of good ones. I have the Instant Vortex. Instapot company makes it, but the Ninja one is good too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of them do a really good job.
Nice. Yeah. I love making sweet potato fries in mine, and I got that recipe and how to do it from Sonia. Well, actually, her son. Cool. Yeah. I think that's one thing. The sweet potato fries, they're hard to get crunchy, and I think the air fryer is the best. Yeah.
Mhm.
I cook them
Yeah.
in my convection oven, but I think with a smaller compartment and like
It will
more
make them more
food in there,
crunchy.
more crispy.
Definitely. Yeah. Mhm.
My doing stuffed chicken in mine
Mm.
too. I have a stuffed chicken recipe that I really need to put out there to the
Oh,
world.
yeah.
Good stuff.
I love stuffed chicken breast.
You can they are. This is what they do. Between you and Molly and Sonia.
Well, I swear, once you get one, you'll use it way more than your big oven. I promise. Because you don't want to wait 10 minutes till it preheats. And then, if it's hot out, you're heating up your kitchen. It takes a lot longer to cook something. So why would you want to do that? And especially it's just Chris and I, just two of us. So pretty much anything we eat, it will fit in the air fryer.
So like if you're cooking like a grilled cheese or something like that and you finish it off in the oven, would you finish it in the air fryer instead?
Yeah, you could totally make one in the air fryer for sure. Mm-hmm.
It would be you could do the same type of thing like that, but it just might make it a little more crispy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also air fryers are good to use when it's hot out and you do not want to turn on the oven. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. I could just take stuff outside and bake it instead of turning on it.
Yeah, we could just leave it on our patio and it'll cook.
I saw something about somebody in Tucson having cookies on their dashboard and cooking their cookies.
And it really cooked them?
I guess so.
Oh my word.
Yeah, because the inside of cars get really, really hot.
Exactly, yeah. Tapioca flour. Oh.
I don't
think I've ever seen tapioca flour. Where do you get that? At the regular grocery store?
Yeah, it's a really big thing in cooking gluten-free because it helps the ingredients to bind together.
Oh, is it like cornstarch though? Or different?
It's a little bit like cornstarch. I use it a lot, the same as cornstarch, but it like congeals stuff a little bit differently than cornstarch does, but it's about the same, and it has a little bit less flavor than cornstarch actually. So it's good.
Interesting.
I didn't know that it would crisp things up like cornstarch does though, because I've put cornstarch on sweet potatoes and stuff to crisp them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like cornstarch.
Oh, it's at Asian grocery stores. Okay.
I get it on at my health food store. I get it. And I use it in any of my almond flour recipes or any nut flours and anything like that to bind because it'll help to. And or on Amazon.
Or Amazon. Yeah, you can pretty much find everything on Amazon.
Yeah. And I would like to make grilled cheese in the air fryer. Just did this for Lydia today. And heat up food to make it taste like it did.
Yes.
That's interesting. Yeah.
It
so
really
like
does.
reheating stuff from a restaurant, it makes it better. Yeah.
It definitely does.
Potato starch works very well also. Cool. Okay. Yeah.
But is potatoes gluten-free? Yeah, it is, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. For the most part. I mean, unless they're grown in somewhere that's near, like oats can be have gluten.
Right.
But okay, well, we're almost out. Well, we're a little bit past time here. It's gone by so fast.
I know. You didn't ask me all the questions.
All the questions. So people can find you on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
Instagram.
Instagram. And Instagram is _the_kitchen_ with it's like everything, every part of the word is underscore. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because In the Kitchen with Karen was taken for some reason.
But you're the only Karen.
I know. How dare they?
How dare
it's funny, when I first started my channel, I just wanted it to be simple, like Karen's Kitchen, or I didn't want it to be so long, but all the ones with Karen in the name were taken, so I had to pick In the Kitchen with Karen.
Well, it goes with the song, right? That's my favorite song.
Someone's in the kitchen with Karen.
Someone's in the kitchen with Karen from my Tupperware video.
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that was the best video ever.
Thank you. I had so much fun doing that.
Such a good job on that.
It was very fun. Let's see. Stay Positive says Karen. First it was
the Instant Pot you maybe unbox and use, and then the air fryer. No, I don't. You see Instant Pot.
Oh,
well,
no.
You will when it gets cooler out. You'll make like soups and stuff in there. I'm the same way. I don't use my Instant Pot in the summer hardly at all.
The best thing that I made in my Instant Pot were artichokes. Like the artichokes turned out so
Yes,
good.
I've done that
So
before.
fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For
really, really
sure.
good.
Yeah.
And so glad to see you too. Thanks
Oh,
for joining us,
yeah. Thanks,
Molly.
Molly.
Very glad to have you here. And you're
Oh, yeah. You know, the only the only like nasty comments I've ever got on my channel were like 2 or 3. And they were like, why do you have to be such a Karen? Or why do you know, like, I'm like, oh my God, that's like so silly. I don't know who came up with Karen's like a bad person. I mean, why did they have to pick my name?
I know, right?
Yeah.
See, thanks for the interview, ladies. I enjoyed it. Thank
Oh,
you for being
thanks,
here.
Jacqueline, very
Thanks
much. And
us.
Paulette, thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, we will sign off, and again, congratulations on your subscribers. And I just think that that's so wonderful. And we look forward to seeing more and more and more recipes and more great collaborations and
yeah, we should do another collaboration.
Yeah, we should. Maybe you would like to talk me through cooking a mystery recipe.
That'd be fun. Oh my gosh, that would be, yeah, we'll have to work on that. That would be so fun.
I
want you to be making it, not me.
Yes. Well, I would love to do one of yours because there are so few ingredients, that would make it really easy too. Less than 10 or less ingredients would make it easy. So
Exactly.
Thank you all for being here, and we will see you all soon. So if you haven't checked out Karen's channel, please do so, and like, share, subscribe.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Good night.
Okay, night.